There we go. So, oh, actually, the wrong pen. Anyway, no worries. So I'm still looking and listening and all that. I have hours of material to still go through. And, getting some gold nuggets here and there for sure. And my brain trying to sort it all out because, there's a lot we have, that we have forgotten or are ignorant about. And it's just incredible. It's incredible how we could lose all that information. Anyway, so how could we be so stupid? Okay, let's try again. It's like, when I read about the Amish that went to Canada and apparently, what shall we say, the masters in regards of what they had, what their children had to be taught. And apparently the Canadian government did not want that. And the armies at that point moved. I can't remember if they went to Mexico or the US. They moved. That's the important thing. And I was like, why would they move just because of, that they were not allowed to educate their children in the way they wanted to? And I know why now. It's like, later on, down the line, you get it to understand why it's actually so important to actually control the education, because when the and polluting all the education. I think about the history, we getting all the pieces together in regards to the whole idea of history is regards of a fight between the Roman Catholics and the Protestants. The Pope as the King of the world, as the so-called King of Kings and Lord of Lords. A title that is God's, but, the Antichrist have taken upon himself. And we have no idea. All history, pretty much, of the Antichrist. And we have no idea in our days. And look back in history and old historian books, and you just see, they knew. We don't know anything. They knew. We don't know anything. It's incredible. And we have become totally at the moment. And he has really some gold nuggets that helps also to, get the pieces together. It's just incredible, So my mind is just, it's incredible how much, that's just getting into my, to make this video, by the way. But anyway, so pretty much Tom Friess exposes the global Vatican, and that's a book written by a Roman Catholic that talks about, he's the guy that writes a book was what's it called? In regards to the Vatican, you have a diplomacy and all that. What's it called? Can't remember, but he's a Roman, a Vatican, and so forward. And Tom Friess pretty much just puts out some of the, what shall we say, the missing pieces. Actually helps in regards of what is actually being said. So in regards of a Protestant view and all that. So he's, by in the things for a lot of years, he has, seems he have read a good amount of Protestant books. And yet, probably all the Protestants in the past knew what he knew, It's just, and actually they might actually have known more than he knows. Because they are much more, it's just, they took it more, it's just incredible. Because Facebook have a way of destroying the pictures. Let's think. Maybe I have a link for the book itself, or maybe I've deleted that already. But it was from a Catholic book. Oh, sorry, a book in regards of the Jesuits. Sorry. But of course, when I go on, that one might not be so good. At least on my mobile. Well, let's see. It's just incredible. Absolutely incredible how much, Freemasons in Denmark seems to have a lot to say in regards of ruling Denmark. Now, I haven't found the links, but usually the Freemasons are controlled by the Jesuits. Actually, Tom Fresh actually have some links on that as well, very interesting. And we know the Freemasons actually accept some of these things. For example, I saw a video from England where the Freemason is the king, but he is one of these higher positions. It seems like it's the queen that it seems to getting all the... Any case, he's standing there, and you see all these Freemasons, and they have this play that was on YouTube. I don't know if it's out there anymore. You should be able to find it somewhere, but it was in regards of how they established the US as well, in regards of this and that and all that. So they seem to actually also agree that, that they had, in regards of Freemasonry and all that. So I had this pretty much Denmark. And so it's actually, it's not that hard to read. It can be a little difficult sometimes, but it's yeah. So I didn't really want to have such a book in my, but anyway, if anyone wanted to know in regards of what they're actually doing in the Freemason lodges in regards to these sermon, I know it's Satanism, so that's what's not really. I didn't really need confirmation of Freemason being Satanism, because I have had a lot of Christian principles, and they use, they mix Christianity in with a lot of all these other things. But anyway, I was just doing some research, and I think actually, in regards to the rituals and all that, that actually might be just more of it seems like if the Freemasons in Denmark is pretty much just controlling everything from the big building. It seems there was a struggle or battle going on when I called them. And I got this guy, and I asked him in regards of how many there was in the building, like daily, and he was like, but he said, that's different from day to day. It's like totally, didn't want to tell me, really that they are actually, that a lot of people are actually working in that building. And that's curious, right? Because why would you have a building to the Danish Freemasonry? Now, of course, we know there's a lot of more degrees, as I understand it. It's pretty well known that's 33, but in regards of the 39, it's said to be actually the top. And of course, when you get above level 33, you can actually find bishops up in. I haven't figured out. We do have some Jesuits in Denmark, and we do have bishops as well, and I think we have a cardinal as well, and he's in Sweden, I think, or something. I haven't figured. But in any case, in regards to the book, it's calling it Christian is just, can we actually, because they always say, oh, it's Christianity and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, if you're going to say it's Christian, okay, let's look at the building, the all-seeing eye of Satan, or, the great architect, that eye, so-called eye, that has many, 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 many names. I did a lot of research like years ago, and I had like huge amount of names in regards to that eye. In regards to Christian Protestants are also using this eye and all that. I don't know what that's about, but you can find it everywhere, pretty much everywhere. Freemasonry, Roman Catholicism, symbols. It's just, anyway, I guess it's like hidden in plain sight for all of us. It's just, okay. So, of course, in regards to the lower levels, and in regards of holding the people, people in, but again, coming together on the higher levels. Great. Let's see. Let's close this down. So we have in regards to the gun That was in regards of Guy Fawkes, because Guy Fawkes and the other Roman Catholics tried to blow up the English Protestant Parliament. I have no idea why anyone would use the mask of Guy Fawkes. Here we have a problem in regards to my browser, I think. I'm not sure I can actually read it from my mobile, which I actually have, you know. Yeah, thanks Facebook. Thanks for your stupidity and foolishness and all that. Let's see if it actually is possible. But they have this thing of, if it wants to move around, I might actually just be, instead of making technology easier for the people to use and this and that, they tend to get into these stupidity, so it just gets, I'm not able to read that at this level here. Okay. It's bad. And apparently I can't even push it to this is sad because this is really not that low quality and that's if I open it up in another browser it will not be that bad. I guess maybe I can just install Opera. It's very sad that Facebook and Google and YouTube and are doing all these stupidities. But of course, it just continues and continues. It's like one thing after another, where you're like, what is going on here? And just Google, Facebook, YouTube, or whatever is doing stupid. See here we have Opera something. Was Touch, maybe it was called? I can't remember. They have like a browser that yeah, but of course the problem with the browser is that it actually does not take out all the advertising, which they say there's like a blogger on it and all that, but that's not really working that good. So now let's see if we can install it and maybe get some better quality. Waiting for download. Okay, that shouldn't take that long, but I guess when I'm making a video it's waiting for download. Well, okay. Yeah, just annoying. Just really annoying. It's like, you can't have one browser that you're totally satisfied with. This is the best browser that I have, in regards of taking the ads away, and you still have issues, because you can lose all the tabs and, then you can't save them. There's no way to save the tabs. It's like there's a lot of room up here to make a save function, and I tried to write them and they just said, oh yeah, try the beta version. Yeah, the beta version is just horrible, absolutely horrible. How am I ever going to, just give me a break? And why can't you just fix just a little feature? Do you need to, is it that big of an issue to implant something in an application or what? I don't know how people are programming applications nowadays, but I don't think it should be that difficult. And we get to it's beginning to download. I don't think it should be a difficult thing to just implant something here and just make all of the tabs that you have actually saved. I think it actually should be a feature that would have been in every single browser as a standard feature. Yet, no, we can't have that. Have to make it difficult for the user. Make it nice. Okay, so let's see. Continue. And it says ad blocking, yeah, crypto, mining protection, block cookie dialogues. No, don't accept those. Dark team. You know, besides that, it seems to be working pretty good in regards of Opera browser here, right? But, you know, it doesn't block all the ads. So, and I just hate ads, you know, and I don't want to waste my time on advertising, you know, that's the thing. Let's see if it wants to go. Take some time here. The fast Opera browser. And it's a good question what my login is. Uh-oh, I can't actually write my password without it actually being seen. Oh, give me a break. Yeah, I remember in the past it was just open to you to be able to open up. But no, you have to. Okay, can I see the... but I can't see the wall. To connect with Anders, join Facebook today. Yeah, that's, you know, in the past, if if I remember correctly, and I think I am, you could actually, you know, you could see the face. You know, you didn't have to have an account to actually be able to see the information. Anyway, I can pause it, of course, and log in. I'll be right back. Okay, I should be running again. Should actually check my... Okay, I can't check it there. Oh, that's another of these Google things. Can't check it from my one computer because one of the accounts that I had on YouTube was locked out, you know, because I was, what is it called? I was blocked. I was banned from YouTube. My account was closed down. And I had another account, but the problem is, you know, having both accounts linked to the browser and the computer apparently do so I can't access my old account. So I have to go on the other computer or a browser that it has not. Let's see here. Gmail, no, YouTube, and you know, where I don't have the other account, you know, where I haven't been on the newer account, which has been blocked. Kinda really annoying, but that's the way it is. Again, all these Google, YouTube insanity, because Google owns YouTube. If I could, I would just flee from Google, but at the moment it's just, you know, yeah, I have a mobile phone and I can't really do anything, you know. I can't remove all the Google things on it. It's just you're locked here because the mobile in itself is locked. There's no way to, well, there might be a way to open it up, but who knows if it's actually going to get unstable and getting into issues and all that. Here we go. You can see the quality is a lot better. And let's see if I can turn it around here. There we go. It doesn't seem to update on... Anyway. Oh, that's bad quality. And that's bad quality. What's going on here? Can't it even show good quality on this? Oh, give me a break. At least the first image was pretty good quality. But you're telling me that they don't have good quality here either now? It worked in the, I tried it for, what, like a month ago or something like that, and that worked pretty good. Not sure what is going on in regards to the live stream. On my computer, it doesn't really do much, to say the least. Well, it's a slow computer anyway, but it should be able to see the live. Huh. No sound, no nothing. Anyway. But the quality on this image is not good either. Apparently, I don't know why that wouldn't work. Oh, that we see a pretty good image here with a good quality. Okay. And there's also pretty good quality as well. Okay, yeah. And it's actually pretty good quality on the first page here. But then if you it seems like it's good quality, and then when I push it to get a larger picture, it's just getting me the bad picture of it. This is I'm just having these issues is just stupid. I'm getting tired of it. Facebook sucks. YouTube sucks. Google sucks. All of it sucks. I can't even zoom in here. Yeah. Give me a break. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone can see this, and my computer seemingly doesn't update in regards to the live stream. It just doesn't do anything. Maybe I should try another browser. It's just, why are we wasting on what No, it doesn't. Didn't I install the other? No, I don't. I only have Firefox installed apparently. Usually I do install the other. Didn't I run the script to? Oh, apparently not. Yeah, but if you just use the software that we will provide you, so we can spy on you and all that, everything will work all fine, right? But if you want to use the software you want to use, and hitting into issues that we actually on purpose did make and all that, that's your own fault, Come over to us. Come over to our spyware. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry I can't get it in better quality apparently. It did work on Opera like a month ago, That was one of the things that I felt was pretty good in regards of Opera Touch, that it was actually let's see if we can get out of the beta. Maybe it's the beta version that does it, or maybe not, but where can I? You are a beta tester for this future update. Yeah, can I actually get out of the beta, or maybe it's just totally beta? Maybe it's just one of those that you can't really, maybe they're just no leave. There we go. Leave the beta thing. Let's see if we can then get uninstall and try on installing the other thing. It's just wasting my time. And I do wonder how much they actually can do in regards of my mobile as well. Getting access to things and making it, doing stupid things. Seeing those big corporations and the people coming out that have, that have worked for them and all that, and seeing what they actually are doing inside these big companies, nothing would surprise me. So let's try to install it again here. And it's filthy. Why would anyone try to do that? And it doesn't make sense. Well, of course, if you're working for Satan, of course, and you want to make an issue for the people promoting truth, then of course you would try to figure things, and everybody else that is just in the streamline of Satan wouldn't have all those issues and would just say, oh, but it works fine on my computer. And I don't have any problems with it. It's just working, perfect. Yeah. Well. Anyway. Okay. Just open my USB system. Okay, continue. Yeah, ad blocking, block cookie, dialogues. Yeah, fine. Oh, we could say automatically accept the crap, but maybe it help. At least we can't, if we have that on, at least that can't be the issue, at least. If that would be the issue. So we're getting back. Okay, YouTube. See if I can get on the other computer here. Okay, and we are going to Facebook. Just pause this and I'll write my thing here. Okay, running again, and we're in Facebook, and it's good quality as far as it goes. And you can see what is on the images, and it just becomes a lot better than on the other browser that I have. You can see them Guy Fawkes Day, Wikipedia, in regards of within a few decades, Gunpowder Treason Day, as it was known, became the predominant English state commemoration, but as it carried strong Protestant religious overtones, it also became a focus for anti-Catholic sentiment. Puritans delivered sermons regarding the perceived dangers of popery, while doing increasingly raucous celebration, common folk burned effigies of popular hate figures such as the Pope. Yeah, it's also called Pope's Day apparently. Where one burned the Pope and the devil, for example, to remember in regards of, what happened? Oh, there we go. Okay, it looks pretty good again. Let's see if we open it up, if it continues to keep it good. No. Isn't it funny that the smaller images actually on Facebook is actually better quality than when I push on them to see them in bigger? That's incredible. And of course, if I do it on Chrome or something like that it might actually work, Who knows? Let's see. Danish cow. Just needing to get into the account here, gmail.com. Sign in, yup. See, yeah. Password, blah, 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 blah. Great. Of course, you could also install Facebook. Do I really need to install Facebook? Okay, let's... Oh. Yeah, because you need to have 1,000 of different applications to just do what you want. Of course, we do these insanities on purpose. In regards of, for example, YouTube. You can do things with YouTube in the past on your browser without any problem, like background play of the video and all that. And what did YouTube do? Well, you're not allowed to do that, so they removed that. But of course, if you pay on the application, you can do the background play. Anyway, update. Try to see if it will work on that application. You know, again, wasting my time, and of course, those people that actually wanted just to, forcing you to use their applications. You know, if I post an image, I should be able to see it on any platform in good quality. Facebook shouldn't go out and say, you are using a different browser and this and that, so you can't see it in good quality. It's insane. It's just outrageous, and they do more and more of these stupid things, and that's why, why did I ever jump on the wagon of Facebook, Why didn't I just keep to my own instead, make another, my own website or something like that? Because all these stupidities that they're doing. Open again. We have a crash. Actually, just in regards to the Librem 5 phone, which is an Linux mobile, totally, they have tried to make it as open as possible, and they're trying to get the, what do we call it, certified at the GNU, what is it called, GNU thing in regards of being free and all that. But they said it would be released in the in the third quarter of 2019. Yeah, well, it's, they're beginning to fix mobiles out at that point, but they're not going like totally have all of the mobiles sent out at that point, so we'll still go further, as honest, it's like it's not really, even if I ordered one, I might actually just probably get in maybe in 2020 on some point. It just seems that's a long time to wait. And I was really looking forward, but again, it's still, future thing of these things. It's just, okay, let's just go. Guess the other thing that I could do was to buy another mobile of this kind, and they're not that expensive at the it's an old mobile and all that, but it's still the only one with a battery that is like one of these larger. And of course, then I know the issues here and there, so yeah. Let's just close that down. Let's see if we can get down to it. You have to be kidding me. Having a program to actually, look into, not just use the browser, Let's see if it actually will. Wow. Can we actually get it and turn around here? Wow. Just had to install the Facebook program, right? You just have to use our program because, you're not allowed, because we're not allowed to, we won't send you the good quality picture, if you're not going to use what we are using. You can see the same problem with Google as well. Then you search on images and they only give you the first image, the first really bad quality image that usually just are the first that comes out in the browser, and then it loads the real photo. And it's just, yeah, it's outrageous. Anyway, let's get into it. I got to it, and let's just get into it. But I don't, in regards to Facebook, I don't really like having it on my mobile. I don't want all these stupid things, Why can't I just run the things from my browser, But no, we want to be able to put ads and all that in your face. Okay, let's just go. So this is a book from a cat, in regards to the Jesuits. The Jesuits Conspiracy, the Secret Plan of the Order Detected and Revealed. And I think it was from 18 something. Anyway, I can't remember the exact year, but 18 something I think it was. And this is a Catholic guy in his youth, I think. It seems like he's in his youth. And he's, you know, he's talking about that the other Catholic guys or the others that, you know, are reading the Bible and New Testament and all that. And so here is his view on it. So he does the same, you know. In the simplicity of youth, I fully expected on opening the New Testament to find there laid down tutidem litteris in lettera cubitali, the authority of a superior chief in the church. So that would, in regards of the authority of a superior chief in the church, that would be probably in regards of the Pope, and the worship of the Virgin, the source of all grace for mankind. You have to be kidding me, you know, these Roman Catholics are totally outrageous. Anyway, I sought with the same eagerness for the Mass, for purgatory, for relics, and so on. But in every page I found my expectations disappointed. From every reflection that I made resulted doubt. From every reflection that I made resulted doubt. Oh, okay, it was right, okay. At last, after having read at least 6 times over that little book, which set all my calculations at naught, I was forced to acknowledge to myself that it actually set forth a system of religion, for the system of religion altogether different from that taught in the schools, and thus all my ideas were thrown into confusion. Nirimasi al somoscum paginato. I guess it must have been Latin which he was writing in, or something like that. It seems like it's Latin, I'm not sure. The penetrating eye of my confessor perceived the... Let's see if we can actually go to the other one. There we go. Agitation of my mind. So the confessor saw that, he was, the agitation of my mind. And I was consequently obliged to disclose to him my distress and difficulty. So-called Reverend Father. Oh, you give me already there, red lights should be going on, Reverend and Father, Reverend, that's one thing, and then Father, Jesus said, call no one on this earth Father, but, your Father is in the heavens. So, I said to him, I expected to... so-called Reverend Father, I said to him, I expected to find in the New Testament each of our different dogmas fully developed and dwelt upon in accordance with the value and importance which we are accustomed to attribute to them. What is my surprise to find that nothing at all like what we deem the most essential in our doctrines. Yeah, because Roman Catholicism is just totally, having a lot of issues. Anyway, so without allowing me to proceed any further, he inquired, have you communicated your thoughts to any of your fellow students? So without allowing me to proceed any further, this guy is probably, this Roman Catholic priest or whatever he is like probably on alert. What? Are you, what? You haven't spoken to some of your, classmates about this, have you? Anyway, without allowing me to proceed any further, he inquired, have you communicated your thoughts to any of your fellow students? Then he said, no, replied I have suffered much, but alone. That is well, he said. Yeah, that is well. According, of course, when you have something to hide, you wouldn't stir up the other people to might actually find out that something is going on, They also talk in regards of mixing the leaven with the, with the Bible itself. I do wonder if this guy that actually, maybe it's actually the guy that actually writing it from his youth or something, about his youth. I'm not sure, but anyway. From that moment, he kept me apart from all the other students. Yeah, don't, to have him away. So, don't really tell them about, these things. And having repeatedly sounded my conscience to its very depths, he one day addressed this question to me. My child, so-called, give me a prayer. Anyway, I was at that time about 23 years of age. If I were to place in your hands the geographical Ptolemy or that of Strabo, who lived about 2,000 years ago, and if I were to say to you, point out to me in these books the names of a single city of all... Anyway, he's trying to make an argument. This very slippery, slick, trying to get the people, Here this guy have read the New Testament 6 times, found out that these doctrines of the Roman Catholic Church is not in the New Testament, and yet he ends up, hopefully it's the guy that actually writes the book and actually gets out of the Roman Catholic, insane asylum. Ugh. But anyway, it's just totally so slickery. Let's see, I had one more in regard. That was actually the way I found the book. I have pretty much seen this quote before, but anyway, let's see. This is in regards to the Jesuits. We shall know how by marvelous stories and gorgeous shows to exercise heresy from the heads and hearts of the multitude. We shall know how to nail their thoughts upon ours. So, that's where he talks about also where they will, infiltrate the Bible with their own ideas. I remember Alberto Rivera actually also talked about that. When he was reading the scriptures, he automatically corrupted them while he read them. He automatically put things in it that shouldn't be there. So anyway, to exercise heresy from there we go, anyway, upon ours, and then we have the Latin saying, I guess, so that they shall make no stir without our good pleasures. Then the Bible, that serpent which with head erect and eyes flashing fire, threatens us with its venom whilst it trails along the ground, shall be changed again into a rod as soon as we are able to seize it. And what wounds will we not afflict with it upon those hardened pharaohs and their cunning magicians? What miracles will we not work by its means? Oh, then, mysterious rod, we will not again suffer thee to escape from our hand and fall to the earth. For you know but too well that for 3 centuries past this cruel asp has left us no repose. You well know with what folds it entwines us, and with what fangs it knaves us. They're talking about the Bible. They want to get in control of the Bible again, They have, Roman Catholicism had a huge amount of damage from people being able to read the Bible. And the Jesuits want to control it again. And we must say they have been very successful, because it seems the Protestants don't know who they protested against. We have pretty much lost so much. Let's see here, that's me writing here. Roman Catholicism is biggest, baddest, sickening, deceptive, and lying cold in this very earth. On the surface, it makes itself out to be Christian, yet the rotten tree is exposed by its rotten fruit. We are aware of wolves in sheep clothing. What have we to do with this bloody, stinking religion full of hungry wolves, and its head who proclaim himself head of all? Your cookies of wicked worship of the snake and misinterpretation of the words of Yeshua is abhorring to the core. The cult of the worshipping crunchy cookie eaters, there seem to be no end to their blindness. Should have probably the cult of the worshipping crunchy cookie eaters. Crunchy cookie. There must be some word that would have been a nice. Anyway. Here's another poop is the Antichrist. The office and seat of the papacy have the man of the number 666 sitting in it. Sitting on his great stinking blocked toilet throne, yea, his great white throne which spills over his sickening feces of abominations all over the world. It's a plague which reaches far and wide and grabs around the entire world. Education against education, it is deceptive and wicked and very clever move by Satan. Teaching against teaching, education against education, learning against learning. It's very, very clever. The last 500 years is a history of rebellion against the Roman Antichrist 666 and a battle for him to reclaim his power and dominion and rule, and no one seems to know. History, we are taught, has been diluted to the point of deception and lies to agree with Rome, to look pure and clean and never point a finger to the place where every Protestant once knew and having knowledge of the dangers of Roman Catholicism, the finest satanic religion based on deception of the devil. I'm not sure if I actually got thought right in regards of, but anyway. So, yeah. We have pretty much forgotten a lot of things, and it's very sad. Well, there are some very interesting books out there to read, that's for sure, that exposes this system, which we have pretty much forgotten, which people, it's incredible how they have kept these things away from us. How it has even been possible to keep these things away from us is, they must, as Alberto Rivera talked about, pretty much have infiltrated every single Christian denomination. Because how could the Christians that actually is said to be Protestants, how could they stop protesting against the Antichrist? We have a lamb in the dark. I should actually see that video at some point again. I have seen it once, but there's a lot of things to learn. And why can't I actually just? Oh yeah, because I'm in. Oh yeah, I'm in the YouTube. No, I'm in the Facebook stupidity. So could we just copy the link, please? Yeah, thank you. I can just download it directly. It seems here. So. Let's just download it then. I'll get by with all the stupidity of YouTube and Google and whatever. According to Bishop Buffard, Freemasonry is used by the church to carry out its secret plans, as many other high-level priests, bishops, cardinals, and even popes have joined secret societies along with others in positions of power in other religions and governments, many working together to further the evil Illuminati agenda. And I don't know if this guy is still alive, but he seems to have made, I'm not sure if he's French or something like that, but he has made things on other languages, but sadly I can't really understand it because it's in another language or another tongue. He made some in English. I've seen, a interview, and he made something with Alberto Rivera's wife, or what is it called? After his death. So that would be, what's it called when you have I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. So she made an interview with him as well. So at least I know there are two things in English with this Buffard. I don't know if he has made anything else in regards of English, but that's at least two. they have a way of. It seems like he was told to keep his mouth shut, and thereby he stopped coming on the show. So that was sad. But he has made, in regards of French or Spanish, the problem is, I can't understand. And the same thing with Alberto Rivera and his wife. They made things in regard. I don't know if GXD is alive still. But anyway, they made things in regards of, English. In other languages. So if one wants to know more about them, one would need to know their languages or have some subtitles or something like that. But I think they might actually have some very interesting things to say in Spanish or French or what it is. I think it was a Frenchman, this Bishop Buffard, so-called bishop. He was he wasn't really a bishop after that. Here we have oh yeah, Rivera, where's the bishop? Nope. Just in regards of Alberto Rivera here, in regards of... That's a program with his wife. Sadly, I have not been able to... find it yet. The unholy poopish Roman Empire, yeah. Oh well, Bishop Buffard. Was his name more? Bishop Buffard. Bishop Buffard. Bishop Buffard. I can't even spell it. So okay. Of course, it shouldn't be easy to just copy and paste something, right? Because, let's see if it, I can only copy all the text. Well, why not let me copy some of the text? So I need to go into edit post and then I might be able to do it, yeah. But he had some things in regards of Freemasonry and all that, and getting all the pieces together and all that. And also in regards to how the Jesuits are actually working with Freemasonry. So I do wonder how they do it in Denmark. Jesuit controls the Vatican and the real religious. Here we have in regards of... here we have the interview with the guy. And he testifies in regards of Alberto Rivera. But I think he was a French guy. Oops. Oh, come on here. Uh-oh. What happened to it? Yeah, but go back to the one where it's... Okay, what is going on here? Yeah, typical. Always issues, right? Annoying. And actually it's interesting that it just directly begin to load, because what if I actually wanted to put some more into it? before it actually began to load, like French. And yeah. Very annoying, you know. Give me a break. Just do as I say, you know. I think he was a French guy. I might be wrong about that. Anyway, here you can see the interview in regards of Greg Szymanski and Garrett Buffard. And also Eric Phelps is also on the interview as well. And we have something in regards of, might be interesting. After working 6 years as a Vatican priest, assigned the task of passing daily sensitive correspondences between the Pope and the leaders of the Jesuit order. It's sad that he didn't release a book or something like that. I guess many of these websites are just telling the same thing over and over. But here we say Gerard is a French masculine given name of Germanic origin. Okay. You know, the thing is, you can find him in regards of, you know, speaking in a different language. And I guess I could maybe see if YouTube could or Google could actually according to that, we go in regards of Freemasonry. Uh-oh. Doesn't really help when it's, you know, recording because of slowness and all that. Anyway, if one goes on YouTube, so here you can see Mrs. Alberto Rivera interviews former Bishop Gerard. They also talk about the cross, by the way. They talk about different things in regards of the clothing of the Roman Catholics and all that. And then he's interviewed, and Eric Phelps is there in regards of... Now we have Alberto Rivera assassinated after this video. Okay, not sure about the former Bishop of Guatemala interviewed by I know there's some Spanish or French you know, with him. Apparently YouTube doesn't really seem to. But if you get into the core of it, you can actually find. I found a lot of his. Oh, here we go. For example, there's one where he is speaking, but again, the problem is the question is, what language is it? And we have, but I know there are, you know, of these. Just need to dig a little to get them. Apparently it's a little... Yeah, I had some point where I just found what do you call it, an awe of these things. But it seems to be a little difficult at the moment. A warning to the world, the Jesuit order. Yeah. Lo spicatolo something. Okay. Uh-huh. And we have Alberto Rivera again. This guy actually did not believe that Alberto Rivera was ever a priest and helped a guy on a book against Alberto. So just be aware of that. It's very interesting why he would actually be against Rivera. Well, apparently I can't find more. And it's also a lot easier on the computer, of course. But at least we found one. Oh, that was not it. Balfard. But there are more of these. I know there are because I've seen them. But the problem is, finding
Je vais
them.
demander à ceux qui ont des questions à poser, vous vous levez debout s'il vous plaît, viendrez ici en avant, pas nécessairement devant les caméras, mais qu'on puisse entendre bien la question que vous formulez pour que tout le monde puisse en bénéficier. Et puisqu'il y a
Yeah, it sounds pretty French, doesn't it? It sounds French. It doesn't sound Spanish.
personne encore, bien, moi je vais poser la première question parce que je sais qu'il y a dans cette salle des gens qui s'intéressent beaucoup aux
Yeah,
sociétés
it sounds
secrètes.
French. And yeah, I think it is French. So I think he was a French.
Aux sociétés discrètes. Et je voudrais que vous puissiez apporter de la lumière sur certains degrés supplémentaires au 33e degré qu'on trouve dans la franc-maçonnerie. Où se trouvent ces degrés supplémentaires et selon votre avis, pourquoi existe-t-il à ce niveau-là?
Bon. D'abord, il y a 33 degrés connus de la franc-maçonnerie. Du premier degré au 33e degré, c'est pour tout le monde. Automatiquement, les francs-maçons nous enseignent qu'ils sont là pour lutter contre l'Église catholique de Rome. Mais la franc-maçonnerie a été créée par l'Église. À partir du 34e degré, vous avez déjà des prêtres. Il y a des pasteurs aussi qui sont là-dedans. Les surintendants aux États-Unis. Vous avez des rabbins. Vous avez des prêtres. On avait deux sikhs. Vous avez des musulmans. Vous avez des hindous. Vous avez même des bouddhistes qui sont là-dedans. Alors, plus que vous montez dans les chambres hautes, plus que le nombre est réduit, plus que les personnes sont importantes. Vous avez des représentants du système bancaire. Vous avez des représentants des grandes multinationales, comme les compagnies d'aviation et toutes ces choses-là. Alors, remarquez que quand il y en a une qui tombe, toutes les autres tombent. Ils sont en train de perdre du pouvoir. Vous avez des chefs religieux. Plus que vous montez, les banques, les compagnies disparaissent. Ils sont remplacés par des chefs religieux qui sont placés là par des compagnies. Vous savez, quand le pape meurt, le pape est élu par des cardinaux. Qui fait l'élection du pape? C'est pas les cardinaux, c'est des chefs d'État. Les chefs d'État téléphonent à leur cardinal qui sont là, je veux que tu votes pour un tel. Une chose que vous ne savez pas, c'est que pour être pape, vous n'êtes pas obligé d'être prêtre. Hein? Tout homme mâle, c'est marqué comme ça dans la Constitution de la loi catholique, tout mâle catholique romain pratiquant, ayant une bonne conduite et n'ayant pas subi de scandale ou de faillite depuis 5 ans peut être élu pape. Même vous, Frère Gilbert, on pourrait vous suggérer la prochaine fois. Vous auriez le pape à Alma, je ne sais pas si ça va être une bénédiction, mais en tout cas. Alors, le pape est élu par les chefs d'État. Ceux qui sont dans la maçonnerie. Alors, les hauts degrés, plus vous allez en haut, plus vous allez en haut, plus vous allez en haut. Le pape Paul VI a été le seul pape au monde en ayant une tiare avec 4 couronnes. La tiare du pape représente 3 couronnes. Le pape est roi 3 fois, en plus de se proclamer roi des rois. C'est là son blasphème. Le pouvoir religieux, le pouvoir politique et le pouvoir monétaire. Et Paul VI était le grand maître suprême de la franc-maçonnerie mondiale. Parce qu'il y a 2 pyramides, la pyramide européenne et la pyramide nord-américaine. Le grand maître de la pyramide nord-américaine et le grand maître de la pyramide européenne sont...
I think that must be in regards to the Freemasons or something like that. Decrees of Meniures. Cambres legeres tu era out 33 decree. And then you see the 34 and to the 38 decree being here. And then you see the top, which is the I, which is the 39 decree of Freemasonry. Okay. But it's not much I do understand from and it's very sad because I think there might be some very good stuff in regards of it. And sadly, it's just not translated to English. So that's very sad. But now for the future, it will be, it will be possible. But, Buffard talked in regards to the English that there is, he was himself a 39 degree Freemason and he was a bishop. And he talks about the first 33 degrees and, and he actually also had like this star thing whereas, because he was also 33rd degree and he was a Templar, Knights of Malta and the Knights of Columbus, and then you could get this star that he had, and he shows that on the interview with Alberto Ferreira's wife.
Le 38e degré sont 2. Ils sont 2. On ne sait pas. Je sais qu'il y a des chefs religieux, puis c'est des religieux qui là-dedans.
It seems like the I is in regards of the 39 degree, which is the Grand Maltree Supreme or something like that. And then he goes on in regards to the 737 degree and all that. Okay, anyway, so there might be some very interesting stuff in regards of these. I just don't know why, and no one has actually not picked up on these things. In regards of all this stuff,
Mais le chef suprême était Paul VI.
And because it seems like there might be some really gold nuggets in some of the Spanish and French material. And why this is not more widely spread around,
Qui a été connu était Paul VI, puis il s'est dévoilé sans pouvoir le faire par sa tiare. C'est 4 couronnes. Parce que Paul VI avait donné sa couronne aux Nations Unies quand il était allé aux Nations Unies. Puis quand les chrétiens ont découvert le Vicarius Filii en dedans et qui ont découvert le degré de Paul VI dans la maçonnerie, ils ont fait disparaître la tiare et n'existe plus maintenant. Est-ce que ça répond à votre question?
Ça répond à ma question.
Moi, je n'en ai 2, ou plus. Pour commencer par la première. Dans le livre de M. Morin, il y a les premiers de la Banque de Rome qui a été assassiné, il y a eu 100 photos chez nous. Est-ce que vous pouvez me confirmer ça? J'aimerais que vous me parliez du garçon de Jean-Paul II.
Oui. Ça, c'est des choses qu'il faut faire attention parce que... c'est que les directeurs de la Banque du Vatican, la Banque du Vatican prend son argent dans le monde entier. En 1938-39, quand Léon XIII est décédé, le pape Léon XIII est mort, il avait connu un pacte avec la banque, la Société juive internationale, section italienne de l'Italie. C'est que la Banque du Vatican avait fait faillite. Parce qu'ils avaient fait des réparations dans le Vatican, tout ça, puis ils avaient perdu beaucoup d'argent. Les gens étaient pauvres, la guerre s'en venait, alors les gens ne donnaient plus aux églises et tout ça. Alors le pape a rencontré, Léon XIII, le pape a rencontré les chefs de la Banque juive mondiale. Alors, les Juifs ont consenti à prêter un certain montant d'argent fictif, parce que, comme on disait hier, l'argent, il ne donne pas 100 piastres, c'est des papiers. À la condition qu'à telle date, en 1939, le Vatican remette à la banque juive l'argent qui avait été prêté. Il était question de milliards dans le temps. Mais, pourtant, l'Église de Rome n'a pas été capable de remplir son contrat. Alors les Juifs ont menacé de se saisir de la...
It would be interesting to see if this guy actually wrote a book, you know, and would be very interesting to, because he was a, you know, according to him, he was a bishop, he worked with the Pope, and he was a, you know, he had all the 33 degrees of Freemasonry, he was actually above it, he had in regards of Columbus and the Knights of Malta and all that. So he had it all pretty much and was very high up in the pyramid. So would be interesting to actually know if he actually wrote a book.
La Banque du Vatican. Léon XIII est mort et c'est Eugenio Pacelli, qui était secrétaire d'État au Vatican, qui était élu pape. Mais ça lui a pris quelques mois avant de dire qui était le pape. Il ne voulait pas le dire. Alors, il a fait venir Van Papen, on a la photo, tout ça. Il a fait venir Van Papen. Moi, j'ai trouvé ça au Saint-Office. Ces photos-là, vous avez, ça vient du Saint-Office. Alors, ils ont fait venir Van Papen, qui était le secrétaire d'Hitler, l'homme vendu à Hitler. Puis il a dit à Hitler, il faut massacrer les Juifs parce que c'est eux autres qui ont crucifié le Seigneur. Ça prouve que l'Église catholique connaît la parole de Dieu, hein? C'est pas les Juifs qui ont crucifié le Seigneur, c'est mes péchés. Ce n'est pas les Juifs qui l'ont mis en croix, c'est les Romains. Alors Hitler est embarqué là-dedans avec sa patente, c'est là qu'on a fait une guerre épouvantable contre le pouvoir juif, le pouvoir de l'argent. La guerre 39-45 a été faite pour l'argent. Mais ça vient d'où? De Rome, du Vatican. Alors aujourd'hui, les directeurs de la Banque du Vatican qui se font assassiner, c'est rien qu'une chose normale, ça. Si tu ne veux pas marcher selon la ligne de conduite, on t'élimine. Moi, on a déjà fait sauter ma voiture, on a déjà mis le feu à ma maison, on a tout fait, moi. Puis j'étais pas directeur de la Banque du Vatican. J'étais responsable, j'étais directeur du Saint-Office, par exemple. Le bureau qui dirige tout au Vatican. J'ai personnifié Satan là-dedans, moi. Oubliez-le pas, là. J'ai vécu comme le diable parce que je massacrais tout ce qui était autour de moi. Tout ce qui ne voulait pas casser, moi, je le cassais. C'est pas le pape qui était infaillible parce que la décision, c'était m'appartenait à moi. On a expliqué ça tout à l'heure. Puis vous savez que tous les prêtres, les cardinaux, les évêques, ils ont une vie humaine aussi. Moi, j'en ai eu 2 fils pendant que j'étais prêtre. Je suis content de les avoir aujourd'hui parce qu'ils sont chrétiens tous les 2. Amen. Les 2 que j'ai eus quand j'étais dans le monde, dans le mariage, et ils ne sont pas sauvés, ça. Mais ceux que j'ai eu dans l'illégalité, les autres sont sauvés. 2 pasteurs, un baptiste, un pentecôtiste. Ça fait rien, ils servent le Seigneur tous les 2. C'est des bons chrétiens.
Pretty much not an idea what he's speaking about. There are some very few words that I could pick up on, and you know, the image of in regards of Freemasonry and all that, I could pretty much pick up on that. Now in Denmark we only have 11 or 13 degrees, and I'm not even sure that if it's the same as other degrees out there in regards of Freemasonry. It might actually be different in the Nordic nations. I'm not entirely sure. But in any case, whatever the case, working for the same guys, I think. And that would be Rome. Used to, you know, the Protestants used for Rome, you know, the Protestants joining this, you know, anyway. Sadly, I can't seem to find much more, but I know there's more out there. And also in regards of Alberto's wife, Alberto Ferreira wife. But that's in Spanish, I think. So we have Spanish and French, it seems. So, no, Alberto. Let's try that. Or maybe I just need to... Yeah, here's years, for example. Speaking in Spanish. And so that's, that's another thing. And there's no subtitles. So that's... So testimonio di Nuri Rivera Exposa del... there we go. Exposa del Dr. Alberto Rivera assassinato por el Vaticano. I think it says something about that. Dr. Alberto Rivera was assassinated by the Vatican,
Pavali. Y el mismo líquido que han cogido
Anyway, I don't know if she's alive. I've heard that the child of Alberto is living. So again, we have Alberto Rivera in regards of Spanish things as well.
Con su vida. Vea la verdad. En otra palabra, usted está celebrando la muerte y crucifixión de Cristo. Llega el día domingo, celebra la resurrección y el lunes usted sigue tan muerto como estaba antes de la crucifixión. Y lo trágico es que no está muerto con Cristo, está muerto en sus delitos y pecados. Venga a aprender lo que el Espíritu Santo quiere que usted posea. Apréndalo, recíbalo y atesórelo en su corazón hasta que Cristo venga. Dice, conviene que no perdamos, dice el Espíritu Santo por boca de Juan en su segunda epístola. Le conviene que no perdamos las cosas que hemos oído, las cosas que hemos obrado. Lea otra vez ahora a cómo el Espíritu Santo, sin manipulación del espíritu de Satanás, sin manipulación del espíritu del anticristo, que es el que opera en esta hora en los hijos de iniquidad y de desobediencia. Escúcheme bien, dice, con Cristo estoy juntamente crucificado y vivo. Oiga esto, se habla de Cristo crucificado, pero yo no estoy ya muerto. Ahora, precisamente, una vez que soy crucificado con Cristo, ahora es que vengo a comenzar a vivir. ¡Aleluya! ¡Alabe a Jesús! ¡Gloria a su nombre! En Cristo hay vida desde el monte Gólgota. ¡Ya! La vida comenzó en la crucifixión y fue ratificada y fue confirmada y fue probada en la resurrección. No pecador viene a ser crucificado con Cristo para quedar sin resurrección. Eso es mentira del diablo. Si usted es crucificado juntamente, escúcheme bien, la Biblia nunca dice ser crucificado en cierta época, en cierto tiempo.
Well, that's a huge amount of life in that guy, that's for sure. Anyway, that was Alberto Rivera in Spanish. But I can understand a very few words. But in any case, it goes right over my head. But as you can see, there's different sermons with him in Spanish. Ex sacerdota Jesuita testimonia de cómo se infiltraban en el Evangelio.
Les encomiendo juntamente.
So,
Satanismo, vudo, espiritismo, comunismo, anarquismo, socialismo, nombre todo lo que usted quiera. Añádele a la lista lo que ya usted ha encontrado.
I guess he's literally just, he's just standing there shining, Like, look at him, smiling and, his voice and all that. He is...
Propia experiencia personal. Contrario todo ello a este decreto divino. ¿Qué vamos a hacer con todo esto en el mundo? ¿Qué noticia vamos a traer? ¿Qué noticia vamos a traer a toda esta situación, a toda esta población, a toda esta masa mundial que asimismo los tocara al presentarlos a él? Los discípulos se opusieron.
It's really a shame that there's no subtitles on them, you know, in English. So one could at least, you know, see what he is talking about. And that's another one, you know, it just continues, and it's very sad that, you know, one would hope that they were that's actually in English. Spanish, it seems, again. So, but they're getting more material in, you know, Spanish, and the French guy. This French guy is also very interesting, I think. And I would really like to listen more to what he actually knew and all that. But again, we only have those two of him in English as far as I have found. So, very nice information, some of it for sure. Yes, from Albert Rivera, from Rome to Christ. Yeah. But anyway, you know, we should have the technology to do it, right? Because like Google have this way of, you know, if you speak one language, it can translate, but it should be possible, you know. And YouTube is pretty much Google, right? So why don't they have a translation? At least I haven't found. Maybe there exists something, you know. Maybe it's just me that needs to dig a little deeper in regards of, you know, translate from language, not sure how language to, I can't even spell it. Movie French to English on the fly. Video translator on the fly translator on the App Store. I do wonder if one could, you know, if one could fix it like to the, you know, set the mobile to the computer and have, you know, and have it actually able to do, you know, not just small parts, but actually huge, you know, just continuing going on, you know. This is an automatic translator. Great. Use voice icon to start conversation. This is like more like a conversation, right? And you would have it. Instantly translate words, phrases. Okay, yeah. So, but Google Translate, as far as I understand it, only do a short, you know, if you take translate, it'll only do a short form of translation, and it doesn't do it really on the fly. So you only have so and so many words to do it. But you know, they can say they have this natural English subtitles, right? So they should be able to translate as well, you know. Of course, Google have pretty much destroyed a huge amount in regards of YouTube, or YouTube have destroyed a lot of French translation of movie, French, English, French. The best 6 translation apps for language learners. Well, just need in regards of, it would be nice if it could be done, you know, to help. Yeah, easier to look into in regards to the computer. voice translator apps on Google. Movie translator. Movie translator to subtitles. To English. Here we go with someone. Is it possible to translate the audio of movie into other language? I guess. Yeah, I guess something will come up as time goes. Guess the important thing is then to maybe get all the information down so I have it, so it doesn't get deleted and all that. And maybe see if I can search out more information on that. Why is it important? Movie translation. Anyway. Well, I'll stop now. Not much more to say, I guess. Just be aware that Roman Catholicism is bad. It's bad. It's very bad, and it's very dangerous. You know. Be aware of wolves in sheep clothing. The Protestants knew, and yet in our days the Protestants don't know anything. And here we have the Roman eagle, and you can actually find, no, apparently it makes some issues in regards to, you have the Roman double-headed eagle and all that, and you have the IHS in regard to the Jesuits. So yep, anyway, have a good one and take care, and let's get some truth out there, you know. Let's stand for the truth, and it's very annoying actually. I have this, I found these songs in regards to Protestant songs, which was very good songs, you know. And it's like, it was like $100 for a book, you know. And the other book that I was looking at in regards of researching Andreas Karlstadt was also like, you know, huge amount of money for a book. Because it's like a scholarly book apparently or something like that, you know. It's just annoying because these information should go out to the public. I don't know why they are keeping them so expensive. And in many of the books that actually is important books are expensive. It's like huge, like outrageous prices, you know. It's just, and I guess that's one way of keeping the information from the people, you know. It's just incredible. This is so corrupt, this society. So corrupt. But of course, in regards of, you know, old information, that's copyright free, you know. So, at least, that's a website that I really, really like. I don't know if maybe it's on the computer. And where people can just upload things and all that. I really like that website, you know. Instead of trying to make money and all that, and actually just letting people, you know, like people are working, and you know, someone set the website out and letting it run and all that, and then people are working, like taking screenshots of the books and, you know, scanning them in and all that, and laying them out on the internet and all that. So it's like, you know, they are working, the people are working, and those on this website are working. So I think it's very nice. And then it's just free, you know. That's the way to do it, you know. For the people, to the people, you know. And people working together. Sharing things, not taking money for it and all that. Just, you know, just trying to get the truth out there and trying to figure out what is actually going on. Because we have totally been blinded by Satan these days. Because we haven't tried to withhold truth, or what is it called? We haven't upheld truth. So, yeah. Anyway, I should make it like I should try to find all the things that I can find with Alberto and this other guy and all that, and make a anyway. There's so many things to do. It's just annoying because in regards to the music thing, I was reading some of the things and then Google just said, no, you can't see that page anymore. It's like, give me a break, because, it's just, because I found it in regards of Google, and then of course you need to pay for it if you want to see the pages again. But I would like to have a physical version of the book, and like $100 or something like that. It's just outrageous, that's for a book, you have to be kidding me, of course there's like you can buy it in digital versions. It seems like it's much more it was like 300 kroner, so that's less than $100. But in regards of such a book, I would like it to have a physical edition so I can draw in it and find what I need and, fix out things and all that, what I actually need in regards to these so-called political songs, which actually just have a lot of truth in them, It's just, but they want to, it's a political song. Well, it's just actually having biblical truth in them. I have no idea why these songs were pretty much, not something that went on in regards of popularity, because they have a lot of truth, instead of all these songs that, but anyway. They are political. But anyway, I have different books about that as well that would be nice to research to get some of these real good songs, Exposing the Antichrist and the poop and all that. And actually, anyway, I should stop it. Have a good one.
Publisher's introduction to the book.
There we have the Antichrist. That's the Antichrist, the great white poop. Anyway, have a good one. May Jehovah bless you. May Yeshua be your most precious pearl. And may the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of truth, be in us all. Amen. Bye-bye. Shalom.